Hello, my lovelies. Happy Equinox from Uppsala, Sweden. And again today, beautiful, beautiful sunshine. It's the 22nd of September 2022. I'm going to say this is Lovisa, Alvturn of Ascension with Lovisa. I usually forget to say that. And this morning here in Uppsala we had the first frost actually. So it's really the turning of the seasons and that balance between light and dark when the day and the night are equal in length. And it's a beautiful, beautiful energy I feel this equinox. So I wanted to check back in and again I'm going to talk about self-love a little bit because it's so present with me, this theme. And there are so many aspects to it, and it's really fascinating to be working with. So I am going to run a workshop a week from now on the 29th of September called Working Deeply with Self-Love. And so many things have come in, so many different levels to this. The most recent one actually, it's kind of fascinating that I think many of us don't really think about this. Have you thought about the fact that when it comes to self-love, it's both a giving and receiving of love. So both this aspect, because all souls, it's like the deepest meaning of life, isn't it? To love and to be loved. To give love and receive love. And when all is right and all is well, that's in balance, in harmony, in equilibrium. And for so many lifetimes it hasn't been so, has it? And it so much comes down to this, to the self-love that previously I couldn't understand why it would be so important. And many of us in the society we grow up and live in, it's not even seen as okay to say that you love yourself, or it's seen as egotistical, selfish, while in fact it's quite the opposite. And it's not that aspect of love that we're talking about, because love is never egotistical, is it? Love in itself is never selfish. Love is the highest light, the highest power. Love conquers all. But what I was saying about giving and receiving love, even if you come to the point where you're now working with self-love and you're saying to yourself and you're really working with this, okay, I'm going to give myself love, whatever is presented, whatever my inner child presents to me, I'm going to respond with love, with loving compassion. But so that is you then giving love to yourself, to your inner child. But what if your inner child, is not in a receiving mode, and then not really accepting this love, maybe not feeling worthy of it, feeling guilt, unworthiness, which we so often do. We carry these things. Then it's still not really going to work, is it? So are you ready to accept love? Not just give love to yourself, but accept love from yourself. So that's kind of today's insights in this self-love work that I'm doing, and what's really hit me really deeply. I am really excited to be working with anyone who wants to join on the 29th. And like I mentioned previously also, the Pleiadians are coming in so strongly. It's amazing to work with them in this way. I've never felt their energy so strongly, and something that's really something that I've heard about, said about me, is that it doesn't really, this sounds weird, but it doesn't matter so much exactly the words I use to give a message. It's much more important the energy that lies beneath it, and that's really helped me to not feel, because English is not my mother tongue either, so sometimes I felt I can't express it what I want to say perfectly, whatever perfect is, because we're all imperfectly perfect, aren't we? But when I took this to heart, that it's the underlying energy that matters. I didn't have to think so much about the details of how I said things. And this is really something that the Pleiadians are telling me. Okay, so one thing is what you write, what comes through, was actually said in the meditation that we hear consciously and work with in the meditation, but know that underneath, at the same time, we're going to be working, because they work a lot with electricity also, right? So on an energetic level, there's a lot of rewiring going on. And this is both connecting us, as me, Lovisa, to my inner child, and also me, Lovisa, as the inner child, if you will, connecting to our higher self. So this is really also connecting us on another level to our higher selves and feeling that love for ourselves from our soul energy. So really, really beautiful work and very, very powerful work. Sending you all so much love. I think I'm going to leave it there and just enjoy the sunshine. And I hope wherever you are in the world, whatever the weather's like, the sun's always there behind the clouds. Remember that. And sending you so much love.